Good day everyone, and especially to our instructor, Sir Leo Arcaios. I am Junilo Tohot. I will be discussing the ship stresses and the measures on board to counteract the effect of ship stresses. So ship stresses on board to counteract the effect of ship stresses. Ships are constantly subjected to various stresses due to forces acting on their structure, from waves, cargo, and operational maneuvers. These stresses, if unchecked, can compromise the ship's integrity and ship's safety. So, ship stresses are the various pressures and forces a vessel experience due to waves, cargo, weight, and movement, which can lead to bending, twisting, or structural strength. These stresses must be managed to prevent structure damage and ensure the ship's safety and stability at sea. So there are some common types of ship stresses, which is sagging, second hugging, third panding or slumming, fourth torsional stress, fifth rocking, and the last is panting. So I will start the number 1. Sagging happens when the bow and stern are supported by waves crease while the center of the ship is wave trough, causing downward forces in the center. Effect: the ship's keel bends downward, stressing the bottom in tension and the upper. So the sagging, the longitudinal bending of the ship that is caused after being subjected to local loads and stresses at the center of the ship. So if the midship drop is higher than the main of forward and the aft draft, that is sagging condition. Again, so if the midship drop is higher than the mid of forward and the aft draft, that is sagging condition. So the second stresses is hugging. Hugging occurs when the ship's center experiences upwards buoyant forces due to being supported by a wave crest, while the bow and stern are subjected to downward forces from the weight of the ship. Effect: the ship's keel bends upward in the center, stressing the upper deck in tension and the bottom in comprehension. So the hugging, it is the longitudinal bending of the ship after being subjected to local stresses and loads at the fore and aft end. So if the midship drop is lower than the main of forward and aft draft, that is ship is hugging condition. So again, I repeat. So if the midship draft is lower than the main of forward and aft draft, that is ship is hugging condition. So the third stresses is panding or slumming. The repetitive and forceful impact of the bow or flat bottom section of the hull against waves when the ship moves at high speed or rough seas. Effects: causing localized damage to the bow or keel area. So the panding in heavy weather, when the ship is heaving and pitching, the fore and emerges from the water and re-enters with the slumming effect, which is called panding. So the fourth one stresses is torsional stress, generated when the ship is subjected to twisting forces, often due to an even wave action on the port and the starboard sides. Effect: leads to twisting of the hull, particularly in ships with wide decks like container ships. So the torsion ship is caused due to forces which do not pass through the shear center line axis of the ship hull cross section. Torsion is basically tends to twist the vessel just like we tense a cloth by twisting. So the fifth one stresses is rocking, side-to-side distortion of the ship's structure caused by rolling in the heavy seas. Effect: stresses the ship's transverse frames and bulkheads. So the rocking global transversal shear force trying to deflect the upper parts of the vessel in outward direction in relation to the lower hull. So the last one stresses is punting. Punting alternating inward and upward movement on the hull plates near the bow or stern due to changes in water pressure as the ship pitches or encounter waves. Effect can lead to fatigue and weakening of the hull plating. So the punting, it is the in and out motion of the shield plating caused by fluctuation in ether pressure because of the water waves. So measures to counteract ship's stresses. Number 1, structural design features. Longitudinal strength. Ships are designed with robust longitudinal framing to resist hugging and sagging forces. Transverse strength. Frames and bulkheads are added to counteract rocking and torsional stresses. Double bottom construction provides extra strength and distributes loads, eventually reducing shear and bending stresses. Reinforced bow and stern areas straightened with thicker plates to withstand punting and punting stresses. Number 2, loading and ballasting practices. Proper cargo distribution. Evenly distribute cargo with to avoid excessive shear forces or uneven loading which can amplify sagging and hugging. Ballast management. Adjust ballast to maintain an even keel and reduce stress concentration, especially during unloading or rough weather. Avoiding overloading. Adhere to the load line marks to ensure the ship is not overloaded, minimizing structural strain. Number 3, operational measures. Speed adjustments. Reduce speed in rough seas to minimize punting and slamming forces. Course alternation. Change course to avoid hitting waves head-on, reducing torsional and slamming stresses. Weather routing. Weather routing system to avoid areas with rough seas and high wind conditions. So the number 4, monitoring and maintenance. Stress monitoring system. Modern ships are equipped with stress monitoring system to provide real-time data on hull stresses, allowing timely corrective actions. Regular inspection. Frequent inspection of critical areas or keel, bulkheads, and framing help identify and stress address structural issues early. Maintenance of structural integrity. Refer cracks, corrosion, or deformation in hull plating and frames promptly. Number 5, use of bulkheads. Watertight bulkheads limit the spread of flooding and enhance transverse strength. Collisions bulkhead protect the ships from damage caused by head-on impacts. So the number 6, dynamic stability management. Anti-roll system. Use stabilizer pins or gyrospeak stabilizer to reduce rolling and its associated stresses. Trim optimization. Maintain an optimal trim to distribute stresses evenly across the hull. So that will be all my topic, sir, and for my video also, sir. Thank you very much and God bless you all. Thank you.